A quiet street turned into chaos in seconds when a young man strolling along the sidewalk was ambushed by two thieves riding a motorbike. One suspect leapt off, lunging for the victim's belongings, but the robbery fell apart almost immediately. In a startling twist, the attacker stumbled and crashed to the ground. Moments later, he was seen crawling frantically across the asphalt, scrambling to escape as the plan unraveled around him. The quiet afternoon shattered in an instant when a group of armed robbers forced their way into a family home, certain they had the upper hand. But the thieves never counted on the one defender they couldn't intimidate: the family dog. As the gang pushed inside, the dog launched forward with fearless precision, snapping, lunging, and driving the intruders into a full retreat. The once confident robbers stumbled over each other in panic as the loyal guardian chased them out of the house. That day, amid the chaos and adrenaline, one truth echoed through the neighborhood. The bravest hero had four legs and an unbreakable instinct to protect. The entire scene was captured by a security camera outside a man's home. As his wife pulled into the driveway and he greeted her, perhaps saying, "You came home early from your outing?" Danger was already approaching. From a distance, a robber advanced toward the family. But before the threat could escalate, the husband reacted instantly, quick, decisive, and determined to protect his loved ones. His swift action shielded the family from harm. A quiet afternoon inside a neighborhood bakery erupted into chaos when an armed man burst through the door, gun raised, shouting threats as terrified customers and staff froze in place. The suspect demanded cash, valuables, control of the room. But his reign of fear lasted only moments. Before he could make a single move beyond the threat, police officers swept into the bakery with split-second precision. In a rapid, coordinated takedown, they overpowered the gunman, pinning him to the floor before he could fire or flee.
Deita, 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 deita. Deita, deita, deita. Pega apoio, pega apoio, pega apoio, pega apoio. Apoio no susto. Sai, sai, cara, sai. Tem mais alguém aí? Tem mais alguém aí? Aonde é aqui, né? Não se mexe, pô. Perto do CSU, perto do CSU. Perto do CSU. O susto, perto do CSU. Não te mexe. Tem mais alguém? Tem mais alguém? Tem mais alguém? Mais alguém? Sai daí, sai daí. Vira o capacete. Vira o capacete. Botar uma eu vou te matar.
Under the dim glow of a lone street lamp, a woman stood waiting for her ride. The street silent, the night calm. But that calm fractured in an instant. A car screeched to a halt, its headlights slicing through the darkness. Before she could react, a masked robber leapt out, charging toward her with a gun raised. Yet instead of freezing, she moved with stunning speed. One sharp, instinctive reaction was all it took. The sudden burst of resistance caught the attacker completely off guard. Shocked, the gunman stumbled backward, panicked, and bolted back into the car. These three men were just walking down the street when suddenly, two guys on motorbikes came speeding toward them. Without warning, one of the attackers pulled out a gun and aimed it straight at them, ready to strike. But before he could even announce the robbery, the tables had already turned. In a split second, the would-be victims reacted with lightning speed, catching the criminals completely off guard. Security footage shows the tense moment an armed robbery unfolded inside a gas station. Two criminals stormed in, shouting threats at the staff as they attempted to seize the cash, filling the room with panic and fear. But just when the situation seemed most dangerous, a courageous man stepped forward. Without hesitation, he confronted the robbers head-on. His bold and decisive actions shocked the attackers, forcing them to retreat and flee the scene. What started as a routine moment turned into a sudden ambush when a group of robbers targeted a lone woman. But before they could even make their move, she reacted with stunning speed, striking back so fast that the attackers stumbled, crawled, and bolted away in sheer panic. Two robbers charged toward a man in an attempt to rob him, but their plan collapsed the moment it began. In an instant, the tables turned, and the attackers found themselves facing swift, unexpected karma they never saw coming. Under the cover of night, four robbers set out to break into a house, certain their plan would unfold perfectly. But the moment they forced their way inside, everything unraveled. Their confidence vanished in seconds as instant karma hit back hard, stopping their crime before it could even begin. Security camera footage captures the exact moment an off-duty police officer took decisive action inside a convenience store. When an armed robber burst in and threatened the scene, the officer didn't hesitate. With swift, controlled precision, he confronted the attacker and stopped the robbery in its tracks, preventing what could have turned into a violent and dangerous situation.
A digital dele, eu não sei, e outra coisa, eu vou falar se é digital primeiro. Primeiro a digital dele, a digital dele tá falhando. Não sei qual é o cabo no dia. E outra, essa
Você trocou a tela?
Não, não troquei, ele é novinho, Zé Lugar.
Deixa eu ver aqui.
A man who initially appeared to be a regular customer suddenly pulled out a gun and demanded money from the shop owner. Fearing for his life, the owner handed over the cash while the robber moved deeper into the store, searching the shelves for additional valuables. Unbeknownst to the robber, the shop owner was quietly waiting for an opening. When the moment came, he acted decisively, firing in self-defense and catching the attacker completely off guard. The robber fled into the street in panic, and the attempted robbery came to an abrupt end.
Ô, Chineta, vai tomar! Chineta, vai tomar!